Albert Einstein once said, "I want to know God's thoughts, the rest are details." This statement hints at his complex relationship with the divine. It's a relationship built not on rejection, but on wonder. Einstein's name is synonymous with groundbreaking theories in physics, yet his curiosity about the universe extended beyond equations and experiments. While he revolutionized scientific understanding, he also engaged deeply with spiritual questions. For Einstein, the mysteries of the universe were a source of profound wonder and reflection. He challenged traditional views of God, not by discarding them, but by reframing them in light of his scientific discoveries. His approach to divinity wasn't about denying God. Instead, he sought a deeper connection between scientific inquiry and spirituality. Einstein saw science not as an enemy of faith, but as a partner in exploring the unknown. He believed that by understanding the natural world, we could also glimpse the divine. This perspective was unusual for a scientist of his time, a time when science and religion were often seen as opposed forces. Einstein's interest in God wasn't about worship in the conventional sense. Rather, he was fascinated by the harmony and order of the cosmos. He saw this as evidence of a higher intelligence or presence. This doesn't mean Einstein believed in a personal God who intervenes in human affairs. Instead, he described himself as agnostic, expressing skepticism about traditional religious narratives. But he revered the structure and beauty of the universe as reflections of something greater. His views bridged the gap between scientific inquiry and spiritual reverence. In his eyes, science was a way to understand the mind of God. He believed that exploring the universe could evoke a sense of awe and humility. This reverence for the natural world was a touchstone of Einstein's thinking. It suggests a spiritual dimension to his scientific work, one that asks us to look beyond the surface. Einstein's ideas invite us to consider how science and spirituality might coexist. Can studying the universe enhance, rather than diminish, our sense of wonder? For Einstein, the answer was a resounding yes. He found joy in unraveling the mysteries of space and time, seeing them as a window into something infinitely larger. His insight shows how scientific discovery can lead to spiritual insights. It encourages a view of the world that's both rational and reverent. Central to Einstein's thought was his admiration for the God of Spinoza. Baruch Spinoza, a 17th-century philosopher, saw God as identical with nature. This pantheistic view, that God is in all things, deeply influenced Einstein. He saw divinity in the laws that govern existence, not in figures or scripture. Einstein admired Spinoza's vision of a God who is not a separate entity, but one and the same with the universe. This understanding of God as intertwined with nature was compelling to Einstein. It offered a way to appreciate the divine through the lens of science. He was drawn to the simplicity and elegance of this idea. It resonated with his belief in a universe governed by rational laws. Spinoza's God doesn't intervene in human affairs, but is present in every aspect of the cosmos. This was a vision of a divinity that Einstein could embrace. Einstein's adoption of Spinoza's God stirred debate. Critics argued his views diluted traditional concepts of a personal deity. They claimed his ideas left no room for God as a moral guide or source of comfort. But Einstein wasn't concerned with adhering to traditional doctrines. For him, awe and curiosity were more important than dogma. He saw value in exploring ideas that challenge our understanding of the divine. Einstein's view was not without its detractors. Some felt his emphasis on wonder over worship undermined religious faith. Yet, Einstein's intent wasn't to diminish religious belief but to expand it. He wanted people to see the divine in the everyday world, in the beauty and complexity of nature. This perspective invites us to rethink what it means to have faith. It suggests a spirituality grounded in the tangible, observable universe. Still, Einstein's ideas pose an intriguing question. Can wonder replace faith? For Einstein, the answer seemed evident. He found spirituality not in rituals, but in the pursuit of knowledge. This pursuit nurtured a sense of awe for the universe. It was a reverence that came from understanding, not doctrine. He believed that such a view was not only compatible with science, but essential for a deeper appreciation of life. By examining Einstein's thoughts, we uncover a profound duality. It's a balance between scientific clarity and spiritual wonder. Einstein's legacy encourages us to look beyond mere facts and figures. It invites us to see the universe as a source of endless intrigue and inspiration. Through his eyes, we learn that the boundaries between science and spirituality are not as rigid as they seem. Instead, they can blend into a unified vision of existence. Critics of Einstein's views were not silent. Many argued that by embracing a God similar to Spinoza's, Einstein diluted traditional concepts of a personal deity, a deity who actively engages in human affairs. These critics felt his perspective offered little comfort to those seeking moral guidance from a divine source. To them, Einstein's vision seemed abstract, lacking the intimacy found in mainstream religious beliefs. However, Einstein was unapologetic in his approach. For him, awe and curiosity were paramount. They took precedence over strict adherence to traditional doctrines. He believed that by exploring new ideas, we could enrich our understanding of the divine. Rather than weakening religious faith, his intent was to expand it. He encouraged people to find the sacred in the everyday, to see divinity woven into the fabric of the natural world. Einstein's emphasis on wonder over worship raised significant questions. It led people to reconsider the nature of faith itself. His ideas suggest that spirituality need not be confined to rituals or dogmas. Instead, it can be an ongoing journey of discovery, a journey that embraces both the rational and the mystical aspects of existence. Einstein's perspective invites reflection on the role of science in evoking spirituality. It poses a crucial question: can wonder replace faith? For Einstein, this question had a clear answer. He found spirituality not in the observance of traditional religious practices, but in the pursuit of knowledge. This quest for understanding nurtured a profound sense of awe, an awe for the universe and its intricacies. It was a reverence derived from comprehension, not from ancient doctrines. Einstein believed that such a perspective was not only compatible with science but essential for a deeper appreciation of life and the cosmos. By examining Einstein's thoughts, we uncover a profound duality, a balance between scientific clarity and spiritual wonder. His legacy invites us to look beyond mere facts and figures. It encourages us to see the universe as a source of endless intrigue and inspiration. Through his eyes, the boundaries between science and spirituality appear less rigid. Instead, they blend into a unified vision of existence, one that celebrates both rational inquiry and spiritual reflection. Einstein's ideas continue to resonate today. They challenge us to find harmony between reason and reverence, to explore how scientific discoveries can enrich our spiritual lives. His vision suggests that understanding the universe can evoke a sense of connection, a connection to something greater than ourselves. This perspective encourages an expansive view of fate, a view that embraces the beauty and order of the natural world. In exploring Einstein's profound duality, we are invited to rethink our own beliefs, to consider how curiosity and wonder can coexist with faith. Einstein's legacy inspires us to seek knowledge and to appreciate the mysteries that remain. He reminds us that the pursuit of science need not diminish our sense of spirituality. Instead, it can deepen our appreciation for the wonders of the universe. This exploration of Einstein's views encourages ongoing reflection. It invites us to ponder the relationship between science and spirituality in our own lives. Can the wonder of discovery replace the need for faith? Or can it enhance it, offering new dimensions of understanding? These are questions that remain open, inviting dialogue and contemplation. As we conclude this philosophical journey, we invite you to join us in further explorations. The early 20th century was a period of profound transformation, both in science and religion. Scientific advancements reshaped the way people understood the universe. Albert Einstein emerged as a pivotal figure during this era, revolutionizing physics with his theories of relativity. His work challenged the Newtonian worldview, introducing concepts of space and time that seemed almost mystical. Simultaneously, Traditional religious beliefs faced scrutiny. The rise of secularism and scientific rationalism prompted many to question established dogmas. The theory of evolution had already stirred debates about the intersection of science and faith. Amidst this backdrop, Einstein's views on science and spirituality developed. He sought a synthesis between the empirical and the ethereal. Einstein was not alone in navigating this complex landscape. Other thinkers and scientists of the time grappled with the implications of their discoveries on religious thought. For Einstein, a harmony between science and spirituality was rooted in a sense of awe. This awe was not theistic, but deeply spiritual. As we explore Einstein's personal beliefs and influences in the next section, we will see how his intellectual environment shaped his unique perspective on science and spirituality, revealing the depth of his philosophical inquiries. Albert Einstein's personal beliefs were deeply intertwined with his scientific pursuits. He often spoke of a cosmic religion, which was devoid of dogma and rituals. Einstein admired the rationality and order of the universe, which he saw as a reflection of a higher power, though not in the traditional sense of a personal God. He famously stated, "I believe in Spinoza's God who reveals himself in the orderly harmony of what exists." This reflects the influence of Baruch Spinoza, a 17th-century philosopher who equated God with nature. Spinoza's pantheistic view resonated with Einstein, who saw the universe as a unified whole governed by immutable laws. Einstein's belief in a rational order inspired his lifelong quest to understand the cosmos. He regarded science as a means to glimpse the divine through the discovery of universal truths. His letter to a young girl, where he reassured her of his belief in a spirit manifest in the laws of the universe, offers insight into his spiritual outlook. In Section 3, we will explore concrete examples where scientific revelations have inspired spiritual reflections, showing how Einstein's ideas continue to bridge these two domains. One of the most profound examples of science inspiring spirituality is the vastness of the cosmos. When we gaze at the night sky, we encounter a universe so immense that it challenges our understanding of scale and time. For Einstein, this vastness was not just a backdrop but a source of awe and wonder. It invited contemplation of our place within the grand scheme of things. Then there is the complexity of life itself. From the intricate structure of DNA to the delicate balance of ecosystems, the natural world reveals a complexity that can evoke spiritual reflection. Einstein saw these intricacies as expressions of a deeper order, a harmony that hints at something sacred underlying existence. Finally, the elegance of physical laws, such as the simplicity of E equals mc squared, reveals that the universe operates on principles that are both beautiful and intelligible. Einstein believed these laws were not merely human constructs, but reflections of a profound order accessible through scientific inquiry. These examples demonstrate how scientific exploration can inspire a sense of the sacred aligning closely with Einstein's view. As we move forward, we will consider those who have critiqued Einstein's approach, questioning the intertwining of science and spirituality. Critics of Einstein's approach often argue that his fusion of science and spirituality lacks foundation in traditional religious doctrines. Some theologians assert that Einstein's views undermine the necessity of faith, which they see as central to spiritual life. Without adherence to established beliefs and rituals, they contend, spirituality risks becoming vague and unanchored. This could lead to a form of relativism where the profound truths offered by religion are replaced by subjective interpretation. Further criticism comes from those who argue that Einstein's perspective may dilute spiritual commitment. They suggest that by equating scientific wonder with spirituality, the depth and gravity of religious experience might get lost. Traditional spiritual paths emphasize a disciplined journey toward enlightenment or salvation, often requiring personal sacrifices and strict adherence to doctrines. Einstein's focus on awe and mystery could be seen as insufficient for fostering such commitments. Critics warn that this might create a superficial engagement with spirituality, lacking the transformative power of conventional religious practices. Yet, Einstein believed that his vision offered a universal spirituality grounded in shared human experience. This debate continues to provoke thought among those considering the relationship between faith and reason, leading us to explore how Einstein himself responded to these critiques. Einstein acknowledged the criticism that his merger of science and spirituality could be seen as diluting traditional religious beliefs. However, he argued that true spirituality did not require a conventional deity or dogma. Instead, he proposed that science could inspire a profound sense of wonder and reverence for the universe. For Einstein, this was not a rejection of religion, but a call to deepen one's sense of mystery and interconnectedness. He maintained that the pursuit of scientific knowledge led to a higher appreciation of the cosmic order, which could coexist with, and even enhance, religious sentiment. In Einstein's view, the awe evoked by the universe's vastness and complexity could foster a spiritual experience as valid as those found in religious rituals. Einstein's perspective suggested that the mysteries uncovered by science expanded the boundaries of spirituality rather than confined them. He saw this as an opportunity for individuals to develop a broader, more inclusive understanding of faith. By embracing the insights provided by science, Einstein proposed that spirituality could be enriched, creating a bridge between faith and reason. In the next section, we will delve into how the emotion of awe, central to Einstein's thinking, plays a pivotal role in modern scientific inquiry. Awe serves as a powerful catalyst in the realm of modern science. It propels researchers and thinkers to question the known and explore the unknown. This emotion, as Einstein suggested, is not merely an incidental feeling, but a fundamental driving force behind the curiosity inherent in scientific endeavors. Today, many scientists echo this sentiment. Neil deGrasse Tyson, for instance, speaks of the cosmos with a reverence that borders on the spiritual. He frequently highlights how the vastness of the universe inspires a deep sense of wonder and humility. Similarly, physicist Brian Cox often describes his work in particle physics as a journey into the sublime. He draws connections between the intricate workings of the universe and a sense of interconnectedness that is akin to spiritual awakening. Such expressions of awe reveal the porous boundary between scientific inquiry and spiritual reflection. This continued merging of science and spirituality suggests that awe is not just an emotional response, but a bridge connecting empirical investigation with existential contemplation. The role of awe in science today continues to blur lines, fostering a dialogue that echoes Einstein's vision. In the following section, we will examine how Einstein's ideas compare with those of other influential thinkers, further illuminating this intersection. Einstein's view of spirituality, grounded in a sense of cosmic wonder and scientific inquiry, resonates with and diverges from the thoughts of other prominent thinkers. Carl Sagan, for instance, shared Einstein's appreciation for the awe-inspiring nature of the universe. Sagan often spoke of the pale blue dot, urging humanity to find profound meaning in the cosmos, rather than traditional religious narratives. Both saw scientific understanding as a path to a deeper, almost spiritual appreciation of existence. In contrast, Richard Dawkins, a staunch advocate for atheism, approaches the intersection with skepticism. While he acknowledges the grandeur of the universe, Dawkins emphasizes that science should remain free from any mystical or spiritual associations. For him, introducing spirituality into scientific discourse risks diluting the rigor of empirical investigation. Meanwhile, Teilhard de Chardin, a Jesuit priest and paleontologist, embraced a synthesis of science and spirituality. He envisioned evolution as a divine operation, culminating in the omega point, a state of ultimate unity and consciousness. This view is more theistic than Einstein's, yet both thinkers saw science as a means to understand deeper truths. These varied perspectives highlight a spectrum in the dialogue between science and spirituality, setting the stage for examining the broader impact of these ideas on modern spirituality. Einstein's ideas have significantly influenced modern spiritual movements by offering a framework where science and spirituality coexist. His assertion that a cosmic religious feeling could arise from scientific inquiry has inspired secular spirituality. This movement emphasizes awe and wonder derived from scientific understanding, rather than traditional religious beliefs. Secular spirituality encourages finding meaning through the interconnectedness of all things, a concept Einstein often alluded to in his metaphysical musings. Another emerging trend is spiritual naturalism, which finds spirituality in the natural world without invoking the supernatural. This aligns with Einstein's view that science can evoke profound spiritual experiences. Spiritual naturalists draw inspiration from the universe's complexity and beauty, fostering a sense of belonging to something greater than oneself. This is reminiscent of Einstein's assertion that understanding the workings of the universe can lead to a deeper appreciation of life. These movements reflect a growing trend of finding purpose through a scientific understanding of the universe. They demonstrate how Einstein's ideas continue to resonate, offering pathways to spirituality that honor rational inquiry. As modern spirituality evolves, Einstein's influence prompts intriguing questions about the nature of belief, setting the stage for future exploration of these dynamic intersections. In synthesizing the discourse on bridging science and spirituality, it's crucial to identify practices that embrace both realms. One approach is meditation informed by scientific insights into the mind. This practice can cultivate a sense of wonder while being grounded in cognitive psychology. Another is the contemplative appreciation of natural phenomena, encouraged by astrophysics and biology. Such awe can be spiritually uplifting, enhancing personal well-being. On a societal level, educational systems can integrate interdisciplinary studies that explore the philosophical implications of scientific discoveries. Encouraging dialogue between scientists and spiritual leaders can foster mutual understanding and collaboration. This interdisciplinary dialogue can create a culture that values both evidence and existential inquiry. Philosophies like existentialism can also play a role. They emphasize individual meaning-making within a universe understood through science. This allows for a personal spirituality that resonates with scientific literacy. In essence, the synthesis lies in fostering a holistic understanding of existence. By recognizing that scientific rationality and spiritual wonder are not mutually exclusive, individuals and societies can embrace a more comprehensive worldview. This holistic approach sets the stage for future directions, where deeper explorations can further unify these seemingly disparate realms, inviting us into a new era of understanding. In looking forward, several promising avenues for exploring the union of science and spirituality emerge. One potential direction is the intersection of quantum physics and consciousness studies, where questions about the nature of reality challenge traditional paradigms in both fields. This area invites researchers to consider how fundamental scientific principles might inform spiritual inquiries about human consciousness and existence. Another promising path is the study of neurotheology, which examines the neurological basis of spiritual experiences. Advances in brain imaging technologies could illuminate how spiritual practices like meditation or prayer affect brain activity and emotional well-being. This research may offer empirical insights that bridge scientific inquiry with spiritual experience. Furthermore, interdisciplinary collaborations between scientists and spiritual leaders can foster a richer dialogue. Such partnerships can promote the exchange of ideas, encouraging open-mindedness, and pushing the boundaries of both science and spirituality. The dialogue between these communities can help develop frameworks that respect empirical evidence while honoring personal and collective spiritual experiences. As these explorations unfold, maintaining curiosity and openness will be crucial. These qualities not only drive scientific discovery, but also enrich spiritual exploration. What remains to be seen is how emerging technologies and ancient wisdom traditions will continue to interact and evolve. This interplay could lead to groundbreaking insights in the quest to understand the mysteries of existence. Next, we will delve into the philosophy of time, exploring how different thinkers have grappled with its elusive nature. As we consider the tapestry of thought woven from both scientific and spiritual threads, we are reminded of the importance of balance. Albert Einstein once suggested the relativity of time, while mystics speak of timelessness. The synthesis of these perspectives may open new avenues for understanding what it means to exist in a universe where time flows like a river, yet sometimes seems to stand still. In our daily lives, embracing both the certainty of science and the freedom of spirituality could offer a more holistic view of our place in the cosmos. As we close this chapter on the intersection of science and spirituality, remember that the journey of understanding is just as important as the destination. Join us next time as we unravel the philosophical dimensions of time and its impact on human consciousness.